This episode of A Hero's Journey podcast is brought to you by SMP Inc. and JSP Computers out of Oregon. I was just standing in the hallway and I had a chance to talk to my niece, Sky, who happens to be here from Florida. We grew up in Oregon, I grew up in Oregon, but she grew up in LA. And she's chasing this career that it's daunting. It's something that you really have to want it, and it's not an easy thing to do. As if you've watched other podcasts of A Hero's Journey podcast, you'll find from our guests that it's not an easy thing to do, and if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. But she stood in the hallway, and she said to Danielle Vasanova, my co-host now, that she was inspired by her story when she was a guest on the show before she was my co-host. And those little things, those little sparks, maybe today she's sitting in the room watching this happen right now even, and maybe something about today will help her get through this a little bit, huh? So I'm hoping that we do that with you out there, because you are the hero of your own story. So to my left, my new co-host on this show, Miss Danielle Vasanova, the actress, the model, the character voiceover actress, and now podcaster.
Crazy. Never in a million years did I ever think that I would be hosting. This is like, it's wild, because as an actor, I think, we get to hide behind the characters that we play. And so there's a certain layer of protection there.
Right.
And as a host, today's my first day, and thank you for having me. But it's a very vulnerable place to be, because it's raw, it's real, it's just, there is no veil.
There isn't.
Right?
You get to be your authentic self. But
Yeah.
I got to stand in the hallway and listen to Sky tell you that you inspired her. Just that moment, it brought you to tears, and
It did.
It made the hair stand up my arms, because that's why I do it. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm not doing it for to be famous of any kind. I have a career. I have my thing. You have your career. But what we're doing is we're here to share the stories of our guests who are inspiring, have their own stories, have gone through, have to have that tenacity and that ability to get up every day and show up and want to continue to do this, because it is not easy, and nothing you do is going to be easy, but you have to keep moving forward. So this is a Hero's Journey podcast. I'm Brian Hopkins. That's Danielle Vasanova. And I want you to take the lead on this one and introduce your friend who's got the coolest name.
Way to throw me to the wolves.
Yeah.
Brian. Thanks so much.
Oh, you got this.
Well, welcome you guys to A Hero's Journey podcast. I'm with Brian Hopkins and Claude Baruk. And he is here straight from Tropez. He is a celebrity hairstylist. He's done everybody from Beyonce to Diplo to Catherine Zeta-Jones. And thank you, Claude, so much for being here with us on the show today.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Of
I'm
course.
very happy to be with you. Thank you so much.
Got the cool accent
Right?
too.
Can you
know?
do that? Can you
Come
do
on.
that
No,
accent,
I
Brian?
can't.
Give it a try.
I can't. Claude Baruk.
Oh, yes.
I can't even do it.
Yes.
It's
Talk
just
dirty
awful.
to me. So, Claude, you're here straight from Tropez,
Yeah,
your homeland.
my homeland, my home city. And I just flew back yesterday from
Wow.
vacation.
Okay.
But originally I'm from there. I moved to America. I moved to Vegas 10 years ago.
Wow.
And it was a wonderful journey. And it was,
What brought you here?
I met Steve Wynn a couple of years ago in Saint-Tropez. I had my own salons, and I met him back in the mid-20s. He became my client, and I was doing his hair every year in Saint-Tropez. And in 2012, I think France is too small for you. I got an offer for you. You could come to see me next week, and we're going to talk about business together. So,
Wow.
okay, no problem. So I was a bit disturbed, I was like, wow.
Right.
Why
Of
not?
course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I always
Steve
dream.
Wynn.
Yeah,
but
that's huge.
But you need to understand that when I met him a couple of years earlier, first time I met him, I don't know who he was.
Oh.
I don't even know about Vegas,
Oh, really?
I remember the first meeting I got with him was amazing because I got a call for some clients of me in Saint-Tropez. Say, Claude, we are with one of our dear friend. He needs a hairstylist.
Okay.
So please, can you come on his boat and do his hair? So yes, of course, no problem. I'm coming.
On a boat, how big was this boat? I'm just curious.
Very big. Very big. Yeah. Easy. Yeah. So, and get to him, and we introduce ourselves, and he tell me, have you ever been to Vegas? No, I never been. And say, what do you know about Vegas? And I say, the only thing I know about Vegas, it's MGM, Bellagio, and Mirage. You say, oh.
Excuse me.
Why does
Yeah, exactly.
say, why those 3 hotels?
Yeah.
I say, because I'm fan of the movie Ocean 11. I love Brad Pitt and everything. I love this movie that I watched 1,000 times,
Yeah.
This is the only thing I know about Vegas. That's it. And we start a relationship like that. He become my guest regularly every year. And back in 2012, he say, come to see me whenever you want. I have a business for you. So,
Wow.
yeah. So I came back home. I was married, and I say to my wife, "Let's go to Vegas and see Steve and see what's up. What he want to tell us, And she said, "No. We not go. We're gonna go later. We have time." And I said, "Let's take a coin, okay?" And we flip the coin. If I won, we go. If you want, we go in a couple months. We let it go.
Wow, that's putting
What?
a lot of
At the
fate on a flip of a coin. Come on.
So
That's
I flipped
wild.
the coin and I lost. But I said, no problem. We go anyway.
You should have got one of those double-sided.
Yeah, I know. Heads I win, tails you lose. Here we go.
And here we go. A week later, we was landing to Vegas with my daughters, Victoria. She was only 2 years old at the time.
She has a cool name too.
Thank you.
The way you say it even.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Thank you. We went, we stayed 2 weeks. And of course, it takes 2 weeks, and Steve did everything to change my life, So we met with him. We met with many people. I've been to spy the other salons in town, in every other big hotels. What are they doing? I spied the actual salon that was existing at Wynn and Encore as well. And I realized that there was so much to do, and I could do something. And when Steve, at the end of the trip, he gave me this offer, I could not refuse. So I immediately understand that I was going back to France just to sell my company, to expedite every business I had, everything, say bye-bye to my families and friends. And 6 months later, in March 2013, I was here.
Wow.
Yeah, we moved. Well, kids, wife, everything.
So
Now,
I'm sorry. A Hero's Journey podcast is based on there's a circle, right?
Yeah.
And there's that you had this call to action. Basically, you were given an opportunity, right?
that was
Yeah,
the
right.
turning point.
Yeah. And then that you stepped in. You said, with the flip of that coin, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
But you lost, but you still went through it.
Yeah.
And you answered that call to adventure. And,
Yeah.
and I'm talking to my niece as well, so you understand that this is that stepping through and taking a chance on the things that you didn't know. You came to
I mean, you
another
had to come to
country
America.
where you
Yeah.
only knew 3 hotels.
Yeah.
You're not even the guy who owned the hotel that
Right.
you were going to
Right.
put into. So stepping into this new world, then what was it like? What was it like to getting here? Yeah, 6 months later, you're doing all this stuff, but now you're having to navigate. We all sound like this. You sound cool, and so then what is it? What was it?
Most part of what I knew about United States at that time through Hollywood, through movies.
Right.
You know what I mean? So of course, when you get here, you looks like the movie become reality.
Okay.
Looks like you are in
You're
the
living
movie.
it.
You're living in the movie that you saw all your life
Yeah.
back
Right.
in France.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because and that was amazing, and more Vegas. Because the everything was so big, so different than where I came from. It's a two different world.
Right.
But I was so exciting to learn this culture, to absorb this culture, to be part of this adventure. You know what I mean? And it was very exciting for me, and very exciting for me to express my what I know, my knowledge into my business, into my industry, to put in there, you know, and it was just amazing, you know. And
was it a little less scary? Sorry, was it a little less scary because of someone like Steve Wynn, who owns the hotel?
I was just going to ask, because Steve Wynn, I mean, he knows a lot of people. I'm sure he knows a lot of hairstylists and a lot of people. What do you think that it was that he was connected to?
Good
in
question.
You?
Steve did to me probably one of the most amazing compliment I ever had in my career. We talk, and many times he said to me, one time he said to me, listen, I know exactly what you say, Daniel. He knows so many hairstylists. He met so many hairstylists all his career, you know, like thousands of hairstylists, not just in Vegas, but all around the world where he's traveling. He say, I find in you what I can find in Vidal Sassoon. So you have this artistic part. You have this artistic part that many hairstylists has, but you have this business part that no one hairstylist has. So this is why
it's a perfect combination.
It's perfect combination. And he says, that's it. Now I have someone who knows how to style and knows how to make people happy. But also I have someone who knows how we drive up the revenue and the quality of the experience and everything like that.
Amazing.
So, and this is what makes the difference. And this is why I think I'm very different in the industry, is because I know how to count. I know.
You're an artist and an entrepreneur.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a hustler. You
Businessman.
took a chance on yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You sold your business in another country to come here.
Yeah. I did businesses in France, and I learned. I did mistakes. I learned of my mistakes. And I grew up, and I think it was the time for me to see what's up in the biggest country in the world, and in one of the biggest city for tourists and for business as well. And for me, it was time for me, like I trained in France, and the fight was here. And the competition, I don't want to say the fight, but the competition.
No, the fight. It's like, hey, Vegas, all the big fights come to Vegas, man. And
the competition is here. So I train, I learned my job in France. I learned everything. And I learned a lot here as well. But it was time for me to see what's up and what was my value somewhere else out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, exactly.
To expand and grow.
Out of your comfort zone. That's the thing. And that's where you want to, you know, people are going to fail many times.
Yeah.
The successful people fail many times. We're only talking about the movies and the things that you got. How many auditions did you not get?
So many.
Exactly.
So many more than I got.
Exactly. And we're sitting here talking
life,
about
right?
your success story right now.
Yeah.
But we're not sitting here highlighting the things that went wrong.
Yeah.
But you made mistakes, and this pointed you to this direction and that direction, and now you're sitting here with us sharing that
totally.
story.
So we can talk also about my mistakes. I have no problem. I am not in shame about it. I'm even proud about my mistake. I'm proud about how I learn about it too. You know, but you know, to get where I am today, and I've been through everything I have been to. It's a lot of up and down.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about everything. If I have to redo my journey, I will change nothing.
No
Amazing.
regrets.
No regrets.
That's awesome.
No regrets. Yeah.
So where is your place of business right now? Where's it located?
Right now, I'm located inside the Fashion Show Mall.
Okay.
On the Strip of Las Vegas. So I had a salon right now here since I opened right in the middle of the pandemic. I opened in October 2020. So there was not very many people around, but I was sure of my capacity, and I was sure about my plan. And it's not been easy the first 2-3 months, but since then, no complaint. I'm very happy. The salon is on the rise up, and it's very great. I'm very happy there.
I saw that on your social media, Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Did you do his hair? Is that you really?
Yeah, I do his hair many times. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a fantastic man.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Chief Nerd? Will you pull up his social media? I want everybody to see that. and the people that you actually get to work with. You know, oh, there you go, Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. This is just like his hairstyle here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, on his Instagram, it doesn't necessarily show everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Show some of the signature on that video. I showcase a bangs, like a French bangs, I would say, very crazy horse, very Lido, you know what I mean? So very strong bangs, such I really love. Very gives so much character for woman.
When you say Crazy Horse, what is that from?
The Crazy Horse is the show that you had in Paris. You know, the cabaret show that you had in Paris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm Native American Indian,
okay,
and I'm
sorry.
thinking
No.
Crazy Horse.
Yeah.
No.
So is she.
Yeah.
We're both Native. So.
Yeah, so you know that we have some very wonderful cabaret in Paris, and the bangs, it's extremely...
It's one of your. It's basically your signature, right? Would you
something
say?
that I really loved. Yeah. The story about the bangs is that I will tell you what is the story, why I love bangs.
Okay.
The first love story I had in my life. So we broke up. And 2 months later, when we met again, she decided to have bangs. And I was okay with the broke up, and I was redo my life. And when she gets back to me and see to me and she has these bangs,
You're like, excuse me.
I was like,
Wow.
I was 20 years old at that time, you know. I was 20 years old at the time.
Yeah.
And since then, I really love bangs, though. I really think that bangs is extremely gives so much character to woman and so much personality.
Do you think
It's
everybody
amazing.
can rock bangs?
Almost.
Because I feel like I have I don't have a large forehead, so would it? I feel like it would look a bit weird, don't you?
If you come into my hands, I guarantee you're going to make something very nice.
Promise? Is this a challenge?
Wow, it was.
Yeah.
Half of her agents are freaking out right now. They're watching this, going, "No, we're not doing bangs. We need this neutral. We can fake the bangs or whatever. You know,
Was
we'll
there-
hire him to fake the bangs."
Put in a fit, just a piece.
Yes, exactly.
Just a piece, right?
Yeah.
No commitment.
Right.
Was there ever a time when you just said, "This is too hard. I've come here, from another country. It's been a struggle, or there's been things that I just feel like I can't do this anymore, or I don't want to do this anymore." Did you ever have a moment?
I had
that?
some moment of doubt, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I have some moment of doubt when it was very hard, very tough situation
What was
for
going
me.
on?
It was, when I left the Wynn, it was not plain. It was like, that was part of one of my biggest fail in my career. I didn't see
How
that
so?
coming. How so? That's Steve Wynn left the company, and the new owners and management decide to get rid about everything was touching Steve, from clothes or no clothes. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So that has been very.
Was it unexpected? Did
not-
everything
no.
happen?
Unexpected.
Wow.
And unexpected. So I lost
So everything that you had been building.
I built
was-
everything. So from 2013. So you have those salons. When I get to Vegas, we close the salons. We renovate. I redesign the salons. I train the team. We redo all the marketing. We redo all the salon from A to Z. You know what I mean? And it was very successful.
You said A to Z. That was really cool. But go ahead, keep going.
You understand?
That was cool.
Yeah, thank you.
That was
next-
cool.
it's your next,
I'm gonna
hit
keep
single.
that. I'm gonna
Right.
keep
Yeah,
that from
okay.
A to Z.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
And so everything was extremely successful. The salon got so many awards. I got personal awards, extremely high-end personal awards. So everything was on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
And when a lot of mess happened at Wynn, and include Steve Wynn and everything. So unfortunately, I have been a collateral damage. And I had to leave the company, and it was so in a minute I lost everything.
Wow.
Everything changed.
Everything changed, and
So now you're in another country, and
Another
everything
country,
that you know that's
No, he's
you
here.
built.
Yeah.
yeah. So you're in another country, another culture. you don't want to go fight with one of the most powerful company in the country.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't know what's going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you didn't understand in 3 months everything crumbled and you was working
you're
and
left.
in a minute they call you, they say, okay.
Then you reopen
Bye-bye.
in 2020
Yeah.
when
So,
everything shuts down.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
everybody
when everything shuts down.
everybody
right? Wow.
everybody told me, why don't you left Vegas?
Yeah.
Why did you stay in Vegas?
Yeah.
I say, because I got my dream. I touched my dream. And someone stole my dream. And I'm a fighter. I'm going to get back my dream.
There you go.
That's it.
Reinvent.
I reinvent myself, reinvent everything, and I'm going to get back my dream.
Yeah.
And at that moment, maybe I will leave Vegas, but not before that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow,
And
that was powerful.
that-
You were looking right at me when you said that, and
Yeah.
it like touched my soul, man.
Thank you, thank
that
you.
was
Yeah.
seriously.
But that was one of the toughest moment, in my career.
It's like the dark night of the soul.
Yeah,
right?
he touched my kids too.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember that my kids Victoria was 8 years old at the time, and she understand everything. She was supporting me. I got the support of my daughter. She was 8 years
8
old.
years old.
And she was understand everything. She sent me, I got even keep some message that she was sending me like, Dad, you're a boss, don't let anybody stop you.
Wow.
So that message that I have,
Yes.
this is why I didn't leave Vegas, and I decided to, okay, I got my dream. Someone stole it unfairly, extremely unfairly. That's okay. I'm gonna bring back my dream. You know, he's like a pianist.
Yeah.
You know, he's like a pianist. He does so much success.
Okay.
You know,
Composing and- yeah,
success and
exactly, yeah.
everything. You know what I mean? And you can stall every of his success. As far as I have his 2 hands, he will gonna do again success. The only way for you to stop him is to cut his hands. So as far as I still have my 2 hands,
But here's the
I
thing.
will keep have my success no matter where, no matter how.
I believe that
Because I believe
even
in
if
me.
you lost your hands,
Yeah.
You would find
could
a way.
find a way to make
Yeah.
her hands your hands and still be able to. 'Cause
Exactly.
your story's inspiring. There's
Yeah.
no way you're a fighter.
Exactly.
So that's amazing.
Exactly.
So here's the thing. You, off the air, you had mentioned that you're opening up another salon. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you know where?
So
can you
I
say where
cannot
that's at?
say
Okay.
I cannot say where
Yeah.
right now. It's going to be another opportunity for me to come and announce you.
Sure.
When it's going to
Unveiling.
be
That would be
finally
awesome.
signed.
Yeah.
But it's part of my journey. It's part of my way, my plan to get back everything I lost. I have been stalled. You know,
Yeah.
I would say. You know what I mean? So it's part of my my project, my plan.
Where did this fight in you come from? Because what did it come from? Parents? Did it come from? Where did this fire inside you come from? Because I know where mine is from.
Yeah.
So where was yours? Where did that?
So, I came from middle class, very middle class.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And where people like me, we're always outsider. We're not supposed to win. We're not supposed to make it. And I always ate the look of the people to my parents. I always ate how my parents was treated.
You're saying hate.
Yeah, hate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't love that. I was like, that was painful for
Right.
me.
Yeah.
How my parents could be treated
Right.
by some people just because they was not like rich or we was not living in the best neighborhood or whatever.
Right.
And this look this attitude that those people had to my parents, and not just stranger, but also into my own family, from uncles, cousins, whatever. Not just that's give me a big power in me, you know, to always honor my parents. And I will say, I'm gonna avenge you. I'm gonna revenge you.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
This is where I come from.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna be your honor. I'm gonna be the one who's going to make you rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, get you the pride that you deserved.
Yeah.
Because the education that my parents give me, it's amazing. I have nothing to blame on them.
Right.
You know?
But break the cycle.
Yeah, break the cycle. Exactly.
Yeah.
That was a big pain in me when I was kids, seeing people not behaving great with my parents just because.
Are your parents still alive?
I lost my dad right in the beginning of the pandemic,
I'm
right
sorry.
at the beginning of the COVID. And when I've been to France, I just came back to France yesterday, yeah. And it's the first time I've been to my father's grave and do what I have to do, because since then I have not been able to travel.
Yeah.
And that was the first time for me. So this trip was also very spiritual in the beginning of the trip, with to go see my dad and do everything I have to do. So it was like a big relief for me.
Well, your dad's
you know.
sitting here right next to you right now. So
Thank
he's
you.
with you. And
Thank
you
you.
embody
Thank you.
that fire.
Yeah.
So you carry that. That's
Yeah.
Here's the thing, man. I didn't know anything about you other than what I could see on social media, and just meeting you, again, it's inspiring. And that's the goal of this, is to be inspired by the stories of our guests. And bro, the
Thank you.
fire in you, the fight
that
in you.
heart. It's that
exactly.
heart.
So, but to back it up just a little bit more,
Yeah, tell me.
why hairstyle? Like what got you into, I'm going to do hair. Because here's the thing. Before, I wear a hat.
Yeah.
I'm bald under here now. But for my entire career, I'm the lead singer in a band called Elvis Monroe. I am known for my hair and sideburns.
Okay.
And I took off my sideburns. Then my brother got sick. And in the hospital room, he said to me, hey, before I go, and he's still here, my brother's a fighter.
Thank you.
They gave him
Sounds good.
3 months, and it's 2.5 years now. And he literally said to me, I would love to see you shave your head like me. And I went, it's not happening. I'm known for my hair. Come on, man. Like, I'm laying in the hospital room on the couch next to him for about 9 or 10 days. And I surprised him on stage one day and had taken off my hat. And he was on stage performing with me. I had him. This is our first time doing this together. So I take it off, and you hear the crowd, 3,000 people just go, because I'm bald. And then when I started to grow my hair out, I turned to him and said, dude, like, I'm thinning here and this sucks. I've lost my hair. It's going, and there's just no bringing it back. So for me, hair was such an identity. It was something that, like one of our guests, Murray, is known for his hair. That was me. You create this confidence that somebody can walk in one way and leave feeling like they're a movie star or a rock star, or they're going to go destroy this meeting or whatever it is they're going to do. You do that with them, and you have people who work for you who embody that same attitude, and they have to, because I can only feel it coming from you. If I work from you, I'd be like, what do you want me to do, man? So
Yeah.
so where did that
But what
come
was
from?
that
Yeah.
moment? Did you always know that you wanted to be
He came out very naturally. Very naturally. I don't know why, how. I don't have any souvenir specifically to have seen someone who I've been like, I want to do like him, or I want to do like that. Or whatever. No, it came by itself, like naturally. Like I would say, it's the hair choose me and not me choose the hair.
Wow.
So it's been very naturally. And then, I realized that we can do so much business out of that.
Yeah.
And by having always high-end clientele, like high-end businessmen, businesswomen, people like that, and I start to understand that, wow, I want to do like them. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do, and this is how I also developed my entrepreneur side.
So making that decision, because if we opened up a place, if we opened up one way, it would be like, well, we're only charging this much money to do hair or whatever. But you went, no, this is an art form. I'm great at it. You believed in yourself. This is how much it's going to cost to have it done here, which meant you have high-end clientele. It might have, was it hard to make that, meaning like, was it hard because you're only getting so many clients for a while until word of mouth or whatever it was? How did that happen?
So, when I start, there was no social media.
Okay.
So you have to be your own social media, and you need to do different things. At that time, I was going out all the time, night and day. I was shaking hands, giving cards. I was doing so much to know people and to get out there a reputation, to start to know people and let the mouths talking.
Right.
The good thing that I had, I was working in Saint-Tropez, every summer. But Saint-Tropez, after the month of October, there is nobody. It's dead zone to the next summer.
Right.
So I have to find a way to fill up the couple months, the winter time. And there is a place in France called Courchevel. Courchevel, it's a Saint-Tropez sister, but on the mountain, ski resort. So in Courchevel, you found the same restaurant, hotel, nightclub that you find in Saint-Tropez in the summer. It's very connected. The clients goes ski in Courchevel and going in the summer in Saint-Tropez. So I decide to go to Courchevel. And I open also my salons there.
Wow.
And I have been able to connect with the clients on both city. And I have been able to connect with concierge of both city, with bodyguard of both city, with everybody. And people who work there, we are like a big family. We all know each other. All the people who works, it's not big like Vegas, you know what I mean? So
right.
I mean, one hotel in Vegas is big.
The entire city.
Yeah, the entire city.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4,000 room is maybe what 4,000 room you have in the whole city with all 5-star hotel. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Right.
5-star hotel there is about 80 to 100 rooms. You know what I mean? Maybe 200 rooms. So it's different. So quickly you start to know everybody.
Okay.
And you start to do your network, and it's a different way to work right now with Google ads or with social media or whatever, but it was good at the time, because you meet so much people, you shake in hands, and it was great. And this is how I start to make the business, and the people start to know me.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I start to get some people well-known, like Naomi Campbell, like Karl Lagerfeld. All those people start to use my service. And
Over in your country.
over in my country. Yeah, over in my country.
Yeah.
And some French stars as well, European people, very famous, And this is how people start to know my name out there.
Cool.
And this is how Steve knows me after as well, you know what I mean? Because I've been able in 15 years to get my name out there, the mouth talking, and get the most high-end clients and well-known clientele,
Who were some of your greatest inspirations
In what?
along the way?
Along the way?
Yeah.
I'm
That
sure.
inspired you to do what you do.
So there is probably many people who inspire me, when I arrived in America, I met with Tony Robbins.
Oh, wow.
And
How did that come to be?
he was at Wynn and he asked for me to do his hair.
Okay.
Okay.
and
That's a powerful sit-down lunch,
Yeah.
but you're getting to do his
And
hair
we
and
start
be
to-
his therapist.
Yeah, we start to create a good relationship and invite me at so many of his show, of his convention, and that was very inspiring. That was extremely inspiring. But as well in Saint-Tropez, I got many people who inspire me. Not famous like those people, like Tony, but some people who has been able to create their business, and how they create an experience, how they create a culture of their business, And I was very fascinated by those kind of entrepreneur who was able to create a culture in their business. So when you get to their restaurant, to their nightclub, their boutique, whatever, you feel that there is a culture,
How do you create the culture in
Yeah.
your business?
Yeah. How I create it?
Yeah.
So simple. You have your own vibe, your own culture. You know, me, I know where I come from, and I love party. I love clubbing. I came from
Like
Saint
the
Tropez.
rock star life,
rock star
basically,
lives and
right?
stuff.
Yeah.
So for me, growing up in Saint Tropez, where is the capital of the world in terms of party, where I had to create a salons where it was a mashups between a salons, bar, and club.
Okay.
So in my salons, you always can find a DJ. You can
Dancing.
yeah,
Enjoying, yeah,
You
having
have
fun.
a bar, you're having fun. You can have a drink, a real bar.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of matchups of, and I don't say that everybody has to do that. Some as other culture come from other part in the world, and they has other feelings. But me, I just share my feelings, what I love, and this is how I can find my clientele. And I attract people who love, like me, those kind of atmosphere. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And this is how we create the culture. You know?
That's incredible. You know, here at Sticky Paw Studios, right when I walked in, they have their own vibe and culture here. Huh, Chief Nerd? And you had something to do with that.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that everyone here just had a creative outlet that people could critique each other without taking things personally, you know, and then just the common goal is to just be better versions of ourselves every single day.
Amazing.
Love
and
that.
I
Love
felt
that.
it when I walked in. I come in here, I just pop in on days that I'm not even doing a podcast just because I like the way it makes me feel when I walk out. I feel a lot more creative. I feel like I want to go conquer a little bit more. So to have that and know what you're about and be able to spread that is amazing. That's why I believe that if you lost your hands,
Yeah.
you could still have somebody.
He would
standing
find a
there doing-
way.
Exactly.
He's also you're a boxer, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it comes
That
from
fight.
the ring, that fight. Yeah.
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 Okay, that
Yeah.
explains it. I'm an ex-athlete too, so I played sports and I
Yeah.
just knew how to get up and grind.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what it was about.
What advice would you give to your younger self, looking back?
Good advice is to follow your gut. Follow your gut, because when we fail, it's we pay the price. The price is very expensive. But if we don't try,
Yeah.
the price is much more expensive.
Oh wow.
You know what I
Wow,
mean?
that's potent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
Live with regret is much more expensive. To come in America, I have suffered a lot. People say, "Oh, that's great. He has been brought by Steve Wynn. I was at Wynn. My face was on the billboard. I met so many stars, and I got so many trophy, and I make some money and everything."
But what's the real
But
story?
nobody
right?
nobody has his mom crying every day. I miss you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But she telling me, don't come back. I
Yeah,
want
I'm
you to
proud
get
of
your
you.
dream. I want you to
Exactly.
get your
Yeah,
dream.
it's a
You know, and a lot of
sacrifice.
things like that. There's just a couple of days ago, I spent 1 week with all my friends, 20 years old friends, and we had a couple of days all together. It's a sacrifice to leave.
Yeah.
Let them, you know what I mean? Family the same. My
But I-
nephew, niece, brothers, you know what I mean? And it's a sacrifice. You know what I mean? But I pay the price every time I come back here, or every time I let them, or every time I think about them, or every time I get my mom on the phone. But if I was stayed in France, without to know what's happened here, if I decide to say no to Steve, the price will be much more expensive to my heart.
Exactly.
I will suffer much more.
I guarantee you're inspiring them. They're back home,
Yeah.
proud of you,
Yeah.
and they may not get to hold you, touch you, talk to you in person, sit and have a meal whenever they want.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they would trade that. They would not trade this moment because you're getting to succeed doing what you're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's the
So-
old adage, leap and the net will follow, right?
What?
Leap and the net
Yeah.
will follow.
Yeah.
Like you didn't really know what was going to happen, but
Yeah.
you took a chance.
Yeah, exactly. I take the chance because I got couple opportunity before Steve. I got couple opportunity before I refused. I got
What?
an opportunity in London.
Oh, opportunity.
Okay.
Opportunity in London. I got an opportunity in Mexico as well.
To open salons there?
Yeah, to be partner there and to go work there. And I don't felt it. I was not.
You're like,
It
no.
was my gut saying.
Your gut.
No.
You just
My
went
gut.
back to what your
Yeah.
own advice.
Yeah. But I think I was in love with the United States. So no matter where in the United States, I would say yes because I really wanted. You know, in France, we had so much TV show where we show couple French people who went to America and get some success. You know, some success story. The most known that I had is the one from Christian Didier, who was the stylist in LA, who did Ed Hardy, Van Dutch, all those brands.
Yeah.
And this guy, Christian Didier, was extremely successful. And he came from the same city than me. We born in the same city in the south of France.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And I was seeing all his documentary in France, how he gets success in America, whatever. That was my dream. And I say, I want to have that. I want to try me too.
And we're hoping on
Yeah.
this episode that somebody out there can indirectly, you're mentoring them and
I hope so.
inspiring them.
Of course.
That's what this is about.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
sharing your story.
It- it's about give the torch.
Exactly.
Someone.
You're passing it.
Passing the
but
torch.
you're still in the middle of your journey. You're
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're right in the middle. You're
Yeah.
not done.
Yeah.
Not done. No.
But it's you're lighting a fire
Yeah.
under somebody. You lit a fire under me to be a better version of myself. Just sitting here listening to you, and it makes sense that you were a fighter as well, boxer. So it's great.
What would you say to somebody that's just starting out? What advice would you give them?
Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. You know, when I started, I had no money. And the only money I had to give to people, it was myself. So invest in yourself. Invest in the time you have. Invest in your time. Okay? So get smarter, get greater, get everything. Okay? So
Get
read
better.
books. Yeah. Read books. Eat clean. Go to the gym. Everything that can make your brain feel better, your heart feel better, and feel you smarter, do it. Invest in yourself. Because one day there is someone who's going to see who you are, and these people is going to help you. Is giving the torch, give you I got people who help me because they've seen me, my power, and some talents, and they can say, okay, we can make business with this guy.
Yeah, we can put a spotlight on
Yeah,
it. We can.
yeah.
We can. Well,
But that's happened because I invest in myself.
Exactly.
When I talk with them, they was able to understand that I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? When someone tell me what is GFK, I know who is GFK. He's not the airport of. He's not only
Yeah.
the airport of
New
New York. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's also someone. You know what I mean? And that's very important. I make very big pictures and exaggerate a little bit, but this is the way.
Here's the thing. I'm sitting in a room with you. We're on a podcast together now. This is what you don't know at home is this is our third episode in the same day.
Yeah.
You introed this show as this is my first day, but it's our third episode. When I came in here, I was tapped on the shoulder and given an opportunity by the owner, one of the partners of this place. This is a beautiful studio. This is one of 3 in here.
Yeah.
It's an incredible place to just feel like I'm creative, right?
Yeah.
I painted the walls. They wanted somebody to paint, right? So I said, no, I want to come in. I'll paint the walls myself. But I heard the story. Travis, who's running the show, the chief nerd today, shares with me how he took on the opportunity here. He was given an opportunity to partner, either just work here or be a partner with the guy who had this idea, this vision, John Orlando
Yep.
from Action Junkies.
Yep.
And he said, no, I want to be the guy who will work here for free. I want to be your partner. When we start making money, then that's when I start making money. So I see him in here. And Chief Nerd, you back there?
Right here.
Dude, that story was inspiring to me as I'm sitting here painting your walls, sweating my balls off, excuse my language, because they were laughing at me. I'm breathing hard and, because it was a lot of work. I had to do this twice in there.
Very tough.
But to hear the story, it resonated. The investing in yourself.
Yeah.
You invested in yourself. I invested in myself by, like I said, rolling into Hollywood. You do the same thing. You're investing in sitting here with me and doing this with me right now. You took a chance. You listened to your gut. When Claude said, you got to listen to your gut, that's it. And you got to believe that this
Go
is
with your gut.
This is the right thing for
Exactly.
you right now.
And even if you don't really know what you're doing, just half the battle is showing up, right?
Exactly.
And having that heart of an underdog or that fighter.
I love to be in the situation of the underdog.
Yeah.
I love this posture. You know what I mean?
The posture.
The outside.
I love to be an underdog. You know,
Yeah.
it's okay, no problem. I love that.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's like Rocky.
you know that's my favorite movie ever.
Is it?
Is it? Is it really?
Yeah, I know every single Rocky by heart.
No
Wow.
way.
Yeah,
You are Rocky.
yeah.
That's
maybe,
really
yeah.
that's great.
That's probably inspiring me too. You know,
his
because
story
I
too.
was,
He wrote
Yeah.
it. He
Yeah.
wrote it.
Yeah.
You know,
He probably
and
wouldn't have
acted in
been
it.
cast
Yeah.
in that if he
Yeah.
didn't write it.
No, exactly. That's what
You
we
know?
talked about on the phone.
Exactly.
It's
Create. Manifest destiny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Make that stuff
No,
happen.
But seriously, I think when we're kids like that and we watch a movie so much, I watch Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
like every day, every single day. You know, I think you become the movie.
Exactly.
I think you become the character when you're kids like that. It's insane. You know what I mean? You're just watching. I think you become.
Is it art imitates life or life
Yeah.
imitates art, right? That's why
Yeah.
I said you are
Yeah.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
and-
that's what you
Yeah.
have. That's what you are. That's your
Yeah.
life now.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
That's you.
yeah, we go through life finding people who help us navigate the new situation that we're in.
Yeah.
So today is like I said, this is our first day together, and we're learning it together. We find mentors that are actually in our lives, a coach, a teacher, our parent, or whatever. Or I walked in here, and Travis and John and those guys, these young guys around me, are mentoring me and helping me along this new journey as well.
Everybody's there to lift everybody up.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But yours, you're saying, was Sylvester Stallone, Rocky,
Yeah.
this character who
Had
was
heart.
fictional, but inspired your real life.
That's definitely. I'm sure 1,000% it really inspired my life.
That's awesome.
Did you have mentors along the way?
him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you don't
You know what I
know.
mean?
Yeah, we have magazines and TV and
Yeah.
movies, and we have
Inspiration
now
can
social
come from
media.
anywhere.
Exactly. We could be doing that right now as we sit here and talk.
Yeah.
Who knows? But the whole thing is we need to continue to share our stories. We need to let people know that it comes with work and showing up. So that's what this is all about. Heroes Journey podcast.
Yeah.
Dude, this has been a lot of fun with you.
Thank you.
So what's next? What's next for you?
So what's next for me? Keep continuing to make this salon in the fashion show successful, and opening new salons, still on the strip, probably inside hotels. So I cannot tell more right now. Open as well academy, a training center for hairdresser from all around the world.
Oh, wow.
Who needs to come and get better in their journey. So
That will be here in the US,
That will be here in Vegas.
In Vegas?
That will
Okay.
be here in Vegas. We're gonna receive people from all around the United States,
All
and
around the
even
world.
all around the world.
Yeah.
And we're gonna teach them haute technique.
What's it going to be called? Do you have a
Claude
name?
Baruk Academy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple.
Simple. Perfect.
Simple. And that also is part of the project. It's going to be a big project with probably big convention every year with all the clients that we're going to have. What I really loved in America is to train people, because American hairstylists with the right training are extremely talented. And
Wow.
what I found, what the difference between America and France in terms of hairdressing is the education we have, is the school. In France, to be hairstylist, you need 4 years training. In America, is about 16 to 18 months, I think, even less. The training at the beginning is not the same. is more solid that we had in France. So this is why I want to create an academy to take all hairstylists already licensed who want to be better in their career, expand their talents. They can go back in Kentucky, in Arkansas, in New York, in everywhere in the United States, in their city, with new technique, new skills, and to enjoy their clients, to give that to their clients and to expand their own business. And that is one of my projects.
That's
to
great.
create this academy with the new salons that I want to create.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really great, man.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Best of luck on that.
Thank you.
How cool.
So cool. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for the invitation. It was amazing to talk with you.
I got to ask you.
Yeah, tell me.
To your family back home.
Yeah.
Do they speak English?
No.
Okay, so I need you because if they were watching, go ahead and say hello to your family in your language.
In my language.
Yes,
okay.
please. To reach out to the talk. That's the camera right there. Talk to them.
So
let them know.
That's going to be pretty easy because I just coming back.
Yeah.
And I just got like 10 days in Saint-Tropez.
Okay.
With all my friends and family, and it was a blast. We didn't sleep so much, between beach club, nightclubs, restaurants.
Wow.
That was amazing. Ok, écoutez.
But to your mama
ouais.
as well, yeah.
Alors, for my friend, I will tell them that,
your language.
Ouais, reposez-vous bien. Je vais revenir dans pas longtemps, ça va être la guerre, comme d'habitude. Merci à tout le monde à Saint-Tropez, c'était très bien. Je me suis régalé cette semaine avec vous. Et puis, pour ma mère, je t'aime très fort. Et puis, je viens te chercher dans pas longtemps et tu reviens à la maison à Vegas et puis on va passer des bons moments ensemble.
Wow.
That's it.
Yeah.
What
That's
did you
awesome.
say?
I say to my friends in Saint-Tropez that get some rest. I'm going to coming back soon.
They need rest after you.
And I say to my mom that I love her and I'm going to come back to pick her up and bring her back here with me.
Oh,
Wow.
I love that.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So,
Tell everybody where they can find you.
So you can find me at the fashion show to my salons every day. I'm there every day except Sunday, but the salon is open 7 days a week. Okay. And you can find me on my social, on my Instagram, Claude Baruk. This is where I'm the most active.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
incredible, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for being our guest today. This was awesome.
Thank you for the invitation.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Oh, yeah. It was amazing. Thank you so much. I really love that. It was so great. Nice to see you, Danielle, because we know each other since a couple of times now, since a couple of years, and it was great to be part of your journey. Very happy to meet you for the first time.
You too.
It's amazing. And,
Thank you.
Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you for being part of our journey.
Yeah, thank you.
All the pleasure was for me.
So out there, if you liked this episode, please like, subscribe wherever you watch, listen to your podcasts. I'm excited to be wrapping up day 1, 3 episodes with my new co-host. That's crazy to say because I've only been 2 months into this, but I can't be more proud and happy to have you. This is a lot of fun, and I know that this is gonna flow even better as we go along. But today I had a blast.
Likewise.
I was completely inspired. I'm almost I feel like an adrenaline dump is gonna happen after this. I want to go to the gym before it wears off. But my name is Brian Hopkins. This is Danielle Vasanova, and where are we?
Heroes Journey Podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. Claude Baruk, thank you.
Yes, thank you,
Thank you
Claude.
so
All
much.
right, guys,
Thank you.
we'll see you next time.
Dream, and I believe it's coming around to me.